Common pitfall number one. I just need one day to figure out all my problems and then I'll be okay. What this actually translates to is that you don't want to face your problems today, so you're putting them off to some other date. In reality, you don't need one day to figure out your problems. Oftentimes, we know what our problems are. Even when we're busy, we know what's wrong. We are experts at our own life, at our own self, believe it or not. And so, even though you're busy, even though you have things to do, you're still perfectly able to sense what's right, what's wrong, and use your intuition to realize, I don't want to be doing this, and I should be doing this. That's something that we can do no matter how busy we are. So by you saying you just need one day to figure it all out, you're basically just saying, I don't want to deal with my problems today. So I'm going to push them out and deal with them some other time. That one day that, barely comes or doesn't come enough during the year. We need to actually just face our problems today, and it doesn't take as long as you think. You don't need to sit there and ponder. You don't need a full 8-hour day per se to really flesh out your problems, or at least most of us don't. In reality, you know what your problems are. You're probably trying to ignore them, and even further than that, you don't even want to think about a solution. And oftentimes, you're enabling these problems to occur just so that you can have problems, so you have an excuse, and the cycle repeats. So instead of telling yourself this, I need one day, that is a common pitfall, what can you do? And I sort of alluded to this already, but just think, you just need like 5 minutes to be like, okay, this is what is wrong. This is what is wrong. How can I do something very small that can help me climb up this ladder or up this mountain to defeat this problem? And pick one thing that you can do and actually face your problem. You're never going to get a break in life. You're never going to escape suffering. You're never going to be at a point in your life where time stops and you can, think about your problem, and, you just have to go with it and just take action, because action is where you actually solve your problems. Oftentimes when we think of our problems, it doesn't help us, it actually makes things worse. And in reality, what we need is not to think of our problems, but to take action towards solving them. And that's when we feel we are being fulfilled, is that actionable part where we're making a change. So if you sense change, that change needs to happen, just change, and you don't need to constantly think about it before you change. Just change. Take one step forward and see where you go from there. It's not going to be a perfect change. You're gonna need to tack until you finally find your way. So that's common pitfall number one. I'm gonna hopefully make this a series, and I hope you guys enjoyed.